beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be getting glam, and I'm going to be telling you about all of the changes coming to my channel in 2023, my goals, my hopes and dreams, and I cannot wait to get started. So if you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's get started. First of all, I must tell you, I have no idea what's happening over here. My face sometimes just acts weird and I have to live with it. But the first thing I'm going to do is my Danessa Myricks balm so that I can hide away some of that redness and then I can move on with my life. I do already have moisturizer on, and up until a minute and a half ago, my face was doing fine. Literally do not know what happened. Anyways, happy new year. This is not the first video I upload this year. I uploaded a video yesterday, which was the first, but that video I filmed last year and I wasn't sure when I was posting it. So this is my first official video that I'm recording in 2023. Happy new year. I truly hope that you guys had an amazing holiday season. And if it wasn't amazing for you and you had a hard time like I did, maybe you lost someone close to you like I did, then, well, hopefully next year it'll be better. And I hope that you were able to enjoy at least parts of it, which I personally did. Well, I did post 25 long format videos on my YouTube channel throughout the month of December. I have to admit, I definitely wasn't able to stick to what I wanted to do, which was basically to post every day throughout the month. Let me explain why. First of all, on the 3rd, I couldn't post a video because I didn't realize that part of the contract of the sponsored video I uploaded on the 2nd was that that video had 48 hours of exclusivity. So day 3 and I was already like, no. And I did have a lot of videos already like recorded and edited and like almost ready to post, but that was the reason I couldn't post on the 3rd. I'm going to use this Natasha Denona primer that I haven't used in a while. I think this might have been discontinued, I'm not sure. Anyways, even though I wasn't able to post on the 3rd, I was still feeling super positive about posting every day in December because I was like ahead of schedule. I had videos planned, I had videos edited, I like didn't stop working. And then sometime throughout the month, I had one of these periods that really F's with you and your mind, and I got so sad and depressed. And it wasn't even like right around Christmas time, it was like, I don't know, like the 10th or the 12th of December or something. I had a whole weekend where I had just gotten my period and I was so depressed. I literally was just depressed for the weekend, and I knew that it was my period because every once in a while that happens to me. Not every month on my period, but like 2 to 3 times a year I have a period that really bothers my mental health. And so of course, with my grandma having passed away in September, that became a very heavy and like just shitty weekend where I could not be productive at all. I just spent the whole time just moping around the house, if you will. And so that's ended up in me not being ahead of the game anymore. And so at some point throughout the month of December, I was like, you know what? I need to enjoy the holiday season. And so right around Christmas, I did stop working for like 2 to 3 days just to actually be present in the moment and like spend time with my family and whatnot, which I'm very glad I did. And then I resumed posting videos the last few days, and that ended up in me posting 25 videos total versus 31. I did post 6 additional shorts. So if we count those, technically I did upload 31 videos in December, which was the goal, but I didn't do my goal. Anyways, I know you guys don't care, and I am super thankful that you enjoyed all of the content that I did upload throughout the month of December. I loved reading all of your comments, and I really hope that those videos were helpful. I love doing rankings and roundups and favorites and all of that, and so I'm really glad that you guys enjoy those videos as well. Anyways, before I continue to get ready, one of the videos I had planned for December was a what I got during Black Friday video, and this was one of the packages that I got. I never ended up filming it because I kept waiting to receive my Cult Beauty order, which I still haven't received by the way. I basically placed a pretty large order of like Vive Beauty makeup, which I've been dying to try, and I got it on sale during the Black Friday weekend, and so that with this and like a few other things was going to make up that video. But I was just never able to film that, and it would be very random if I posted a what I bought on Black Friday video in the middle of January, you know? Anyway, so I did place an M Cosmetics order is my point, and I'm going to open it. I forgot what I got. I'm going to show you, and maybe we'll be able to use some of this in today's video. They sent me some color drops samples. They sent me this clear makeup bag. And then my order were 3 products. This right here, which is their Color Drops Serum Blush in the shade Rose Milk. This is what it looks like right here. I'll definitely try and use this today. And then I got 2 of the Everglass Lip Dew, which I have been dying to try for a while. Both colors are colors that I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of if I end up liking this formula. And the shades are Enchant and Lullaby. So I'm definitely very excited to play with those today. Besides that, something else I got during Black Friday that I am thrilled about was a Dyson vacuum cleaner. I asked you guys at some point on my community page, and a lot of you were very encouraging. You're like, yes girl, get yourself a Dyson vacuum cleaner, you're not gonna regret it. And let me tell you, I opened it on Christmas, even though I bought it on Black Friday because it was my Christmas present to myself. I wrapped it for myself and everything. And I've been using it since, and I have really loved the ability to just grab and vacuum, and you don't have to worry about the cord, you don't have to plug it anywhere. I don't really know whether it cleans better or worse than my previous one, but just the ease of use. It's just charging in its little station and then you just grab and vacuum. I have really loved that since I got it. So that I got for myself during the holiday season. Anyways, let me get started with this eye look. I'm going to use the Retro Glam palette from Natasha Denona for a few shades, and then I think I'm going to combine that with the mini pastel. So I'm just basically going to grab the mattes from here and then use the mini pastel for the rest of the shades. I'm going to use this blending brush right here from REPHR that I've been sneaking into videos throughout the whole month of December, and it's basically a collaboration brush that hopefully will come out during 2023. It is perfection. I can't wait to tell you more about it, but for now I'm just going to use it with the color Lucy to blend the color on my crease. Anyways, 2022 was definitely a year of a ton of changes for me in my life. Right at the beginning of the year, during the first few days of January last year, my grandma got diagnosed with leukemia. And I've always been a very positive person, so like in my mind, knowing that my grandma was willing and that she was feeling optimistic about it too, in my mind, she was going to be okay. She was going to get through it, and she was going to live a lot longer. Nevertheless, obviously, her diagnosis was very stressful, and I tried to go to Miami as much as I possibly could to be with her when she started her treatment, to be with her like whenever she needed me. As a lot of you may know, her body didn't really react well to the treatment, and she ended up passing away in September, which was a huge change for me because I was definitely my grandma's daughter. Losing her was the equivalent for me of losing my mother, because that is what she was to me. She was like my mom. So anyways, obviously that was a huge change in my life last year, and something that consumed a lot of my time, and that I spent a lot of time on, like trying to go to Miami, spend time with her, the hospitals, the worrying. She was in and out of the hospital a lot. I'm done with the grandma talk. Let's move on to some more positive things. I feel like it was a year of highs and very lows. I'm going to switch to the color Faye right here, and I'm just going to add it right here to the outer corner of my eye. So I did go to Spain for 3 whole weeks during the spring, which was an absolute dream come true. I had never been anywhere outside of the American continent before, and going to Spain, which is where like my ancestors REPHR was definitely in my bucket list since I can remember. So that was so fun, and I absolutely love traveling. I definitely want to do more traveling this year, but it is expensive, okay? Traveling, very expensive. Last year we had a ton of credit card points that we put towards that trip, and unfortunately, you know, I spent them all last year. So this year, if I go anywhere, it'll be a lot more expensive. But that trip to Spain with my husband was unforgettable. Besides that, I went through even more changes in 2023 because during the month of August, I believe it was, we sold the townhouse that my husband and I had been living in for like 6 to 7 years to buy a bigger house a little bit further out from the city. We definitely needed a bit more space because we now live with my in-laws that came from Cuba. And so that was another huge thing that happened last year. That one definitely more on the positive side. However, when we first moved into this house, I gotta tell you, it really needed a lot of work done. It still needs a lot of work done. Majority of the windows need to be replaced. The wood around majority of the windows definitely needs to be replaced. The kitchen was super outdated, and like a face wash would not have done much for it. And the house had a ton of different like little divisions that I wanted to get rid of. So I renovated the kitchen, knocked down a bunch of walls, and had to deal with a lot of construction for over a month, and with contractors and with things not being done the way we wanted them to get done, and people being careless with things that we spent a lot of money on, like the kitchen cabinets. That was a whole mess. It was a whole mess, and it was all happening whilst my grandma was at her lowest. Like I said, she passed away in September, and the kitchen renovation started at the end of August. In fact, it was still happening the day my grandma passed away. Switching over to the blue right here. So that was definitely a lot as well, but I do have a beautiful kitchen now that I really like, and things definitely look so much better than they used to when we first bought this house. So I guess that was kind of my 2022 recap, all of the lows and highs and whatnot. And let's talk about my goals for 2023, because I have quite a lot of them. First of all, my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. I turned 31 on January the 16th, and last year for my 30th birthday, what I wanted to do was to go to Universal and Islands of Adventure so I can go to Harry Potter World in Orlando, which definitely would be so much fun. But like I said, my grandma got sick in January, so it kind of just like shifted things for me, and I didn't give that a priority anymore, you know? So I'm now debating whether or not I should do it this year for my 31st birthday instead. And I was looking at the prices of the parks online the other day, and they are outrageous, okay? So I was looking obviously for me and my husband. Definitely don't want to go alone. And to purchase a 2-park pass for 2 days, so you can kind of switch in between the parks, because they have a Hogwarts Express, like a train ride, that takes you from one park to the next. And in order to ride the Hogwarts Express, you need the 2-park pass. Anyways, get this, a 2-people 2-park pass for 2 days comes out to like $650. That's insane, right? I haven't been to any of those parks in like a whole decade, okay? I can admit that. But I was definitely expecting it to be like half of that. It is so expensive. So I'm currently trying to convince myself that, you know, I should celebrate and it's my birthday and it'll be worth it. But it's a lot of money for 2 days, 2 parks. And during their low season, like it's January, the only incentive that they have is that if you buy the 2-day 2-pass thing, they give you 2 days for free, right? Like 2 extra days for free. But I'm not sure how worth it that is, because every time I've ever been to the parks, I usually go to one park per day, and going back would maybe be weird. I don't know. Would I take advantage of going for more than 2 days if I'm only visiting 2 parks? That is the question. That is what I need to determine right there. Going back to this palette, I want to intensify the outer corner a bit with this shade up here. So let me know what you guys think. Is it worth it? I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I haven't even seen the Gringotts part of the park, because like I said, I haven't been in like 10 years. So last time I went, they only had Hogwarts, and I know that I would enjoy it a lot, but it is expensive, okay? Very expensive. Besides that, I do plan on going to Florida this January, right after my birthday, just for like 2 to 3 days, just to see the family and whatnot. My dad and I both have birthdays this month, so I'm sure it'll be nice to see each other and maybe celebrate a little bit. Okay, so this right here is the top of the eye look. I wanted to use the shades that I like from this Natasha Denona mini pastel palette on an eye look with more neutral shades on the crease, just to kind of prove myself that I do like a lot about this palette. I just don't like the bright green. And I can confirm I feel a lot better about the eye look I created today than the one with the bright green in it. I'm going to move on to complexion, starting with a bit of a color corrector right underneath my eye. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury, as always. I'm going to use my Chanel No. 1 foundation today, and I'm blending it with my Sonia Kashuk sponge. So as far as my YouTube channel goals for 2023 are concerned, I'm actually doing one of the things that I want to do more of this year, which is like chatty get ready with me type videos where I just tell you about what's going on and share a bit of my life with you. I've realized I'm very terrible at like sharing things about myself. I usually just concentrate on the makeup and the reviews, but this type of content is not just content that I personally really love to watch from other channels, but also content that I can combine with the reviews and show you guys you know, the products that I talk about a little further, like I just did with the Natasha Denona palette. And I can go back and tell you my thoughts and opinions on like specific products that I already mentioned in different videos and all of that. Plus we get to talk about makeup in a lot more of a chill sort of way. So if you like this type of video and you enjoy more chatty videos, definitely let me know down in the comment section, because one of my goals for this year is to make more of this type of video, and I definitely want to know if you guys are interested. Or if you're not, just let me know if you're not as well. That is totally okay. Although I guess that the part of my audience who is not interested in this content is probably not watching this video up until this point. Bare Minerals sent me their new Complexion Rescue Brightening Concealer, and I was thinking whether I should do a dedicated video on this one. Let me know if you want a dedicated video. I want to try it today just for the first time, and we'll see. Maybe I will do a dedicated video, but I'm not sure. It has a tube packaging, which is definitely different, and a very interesting moussey texture. Anyways, I'm not going to share too much in case I make a dedicated video on it, but I'm just going to dot it underneath my eyes and blend it in with this sponge. Another goal of mine for 2023 is to make more short form content. So shorts for YouTube and also Reels and TikToks and whatnot. I've definitely been trying to be better at recording shorts, like little short videos reviewing products or like mini makeup looks, but I'm hoping to do a lot more of that in 2023. The YouTube platform, I feel like, has been pushing a lot of short content on their viewers, and I feel like that is going to be the new strategy for people to grow on YouTube, and I definitely want to continue making YouTube my career. So while I absolutely love filming long chatty videos, I want to also add more short form content to be able to continue to grow my channel, you know? With my Laura Mercier setting powder, I'm going to set my under eyes. And of course, all of these products are listed and linked down below in the description box. So if you're interested in trying anything, check out the description box and you can find everything there. Back to this palette to finish my eye look, and I'm just going to smudge this color right underneath my eyes. In my waterline, I'm adding this Kaleidos multi-chrome eyeliner. It's like a green blue one. I don't know, just to try something different. And I'm going to try and smudge it a teeny tiny bit right in between my lashes. Using a REPHR number 3 brush for this. Using my Charlotte Tilbury contour next. Anyways, my next goal for 2023 in regards to my YouTube channel is to do more updated reviews, like to go back to the products that I review on my channel a bit more often. And after having tested them out for a few weeks, to go back to those products is what I was saying, and tell you whether or not I still feel the same way about them as the first day I tried them, or whether my mind was changed in any aspect. Like, for example, today I could tell you that the Makeup by Mario foundation I was really being optimistic for in my review video, but I have used it since the review video and I don't like it. Any type of way I've used it since, I just don't like the way it makes my skin look. And so things like that, I need to be able to go back and update you guys on the products that I've been trying past a first impression, past me maybe being excited about the product, you know? Not that I was overly excited for the Makeup by Mario foundation, but I really wanted to make it work for me, and so I was kind of like jumping hoops to be able to make it work. I was like, well, maybe if I don't powder it, or maybe if I add a different primer, it'll be better. It's not like it's a terrible foundation on me, but it just creates more texture on my very dry skin than I want it to, and it's a bit too thick for my liking, so it just comes down to that. Anyway, so that is definitely another goal for me during this year, going back and telling you about my products that I've tried a little more and whether or not they've become part of my routine or if they're just kind of fails. Besides that, another goal of mine is to be a bit more organized with my filming. Sometimes I just wake up and figure out what to film that day, and I want to be a bit more planful. I want to be a bit more able to like stack my filming days. Like sometimes it feels to me like I'm always working, I'm always filming, or I'm always editing, and it's because I'm not organized enough. Like if I film 3 videos in one day and edit them the next day, I can have 3 videos to upload, have worked 2 days really hard, but just 2 days on them, and I could be able to take that 3rd day off, you know? And I never do that. I'm always working on something different every single day. So I definitely want to work on my work-life balance, and I think that having more structure to what I'm doing, which by the way, it is kind of hard to do too, because sometimes you have something going on and then a new product arrives and you just have to switch gears, you know? But all in all, being able to plan my days better, I think would definitely help me. And so that is something that I want to try and do better during 2023. Let's go ahead and finally try the M Cosmetics blush. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and go from there because I really don't know the texture or pigmentation of this one at all. So it has a pretty creamy texture, but also kind of liquidy-ish. It's right in the middle. See how it's starting to drop a bit? So with a clean side of my sponge, I'm just going to grab a bit and work it in to see how it works, and then proceed to blend it on my face. That is beautiful. I actually really like that. It's a bit more intense than I expected, but I'm not mad. I like it. Let me do this side. Oh my god, I hate it on this side because I subconsciously know that my skin is very red underneath, and now I feel like it's coming through, even though it's the blush that I'm putting on. Anyways, I'm just blending out any edges with the side that I blended out my concealer with. And so here's what that blush looks like. Let me put on some mascara and lashes. I'll be right back. Back with mascara and lashes on, and I'm going to use my Pillow Talk highlighter on my cheek. I also made the camera a little brighter because I felt like I was a bit in the dark. Another huge goal of mine for 2023 is to continue to decorate this house. I need to buy furniture for a lot of rooms in this house, like the dining room and the living room. We need to paint the whole house as well, and I need to decorate my bedroom. I bought a new bed, but I need a bed frame for my bed. I need new side tables as well. Basically, a lot of the things that we had in the other house no longer work in the space that we have now. Some rooms are bigger, and then there's a couple of rooms that are actually a bit smaller, like the living room. I had a huge couch in my townhouse, but this living room is a bit smaller, so it doesn't fit that huge couch very well. So a lot of work on the house needs to be done. The only room that's finished, it's the room that I'm at right now, which hopefully I'll be able to give you a tour of soon. I really love this Pillow Talk highlighter. It's beautiful. Natasha lip liner from Natasha Denona. Just 2 more goals for 2023. One of them is spending less time on my phone, or spending the time on my phone more strategically. I feel like I waste a lot of time mindlessly scrolling. Majority of us do, I'm sure, but part of being able to control every aspect of my schedule means that I need to be able to know when to put the phone down. So maybe I need to give myself some rules in regards to my phone. I definitely need to put it down at night a lot earlier than I do, so that I can actually go to sleep at the time that I want to go to sleep at, because that's definitely a struggle. And then the last resolution, I feel like it's the more basic one, but also the one that I've never stuck to, and that is eating healthier and working out more. I need to prevent my face from eating everything I want to eat at all times, and actually have restrictions, because I need to lose weight and I need to work out as well in order to lose weight. Just like I suspected, I'm obsessed with these Cosmetics lip dews. That looks amazing and I love it. So anyways, working out and eating better is definitely a New Year's resolution that I need to stick to. I need to lose weight. This has to be the year. I just need to put my mind to it and be consistent, and I know that I can do it. Also, going to bed earlier is going to help me to wake up earlier, and that way I can be more productive during the day and work out hopefully as soon as I get up, if not just a bit after. And just kind of incorporate working out in my everyday routine. It just needs to be a thing. It needs to happen. I did it today. I did not wake up early, but I also didn't do what I always do, which is I didn't wake up early, so I have to skip my workout so I can get to work. I woke up late and I still worked out, and I'm just working later today, and that's okay. And so hopefully, I don't know, that has to help, right? I need to stick to it. So those are all of my resolutions for 2023 and all of the changes coming to my channel. So expect to see more shorts, more updated reviews, and more chatty type videos. And also let me know how you feel about all of those changes down in the comment section below. That is all I have for today's video. This is the makeup look. I'm obsessed, by the way. I love it. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.